Hey learners, welcome to Mac. So learners, in this video we will see what is a prefix sum. So what is it? So prefix sum is what? Is also known as a cumulative sum, which is a technique which we use in computer science to compute the sum of values in an array or sequence up to a certain index. So in this we do not need to calculate repeatedly the sum of values from the beginning of the array to each index. So here we just compute the value and store the cumulative sum up to each index. So if you want to have the sum of values in any range, you can just perform a constant time subtraction of two pre-computed values. So now we just see one example over here. Here is an example of an array. You can see with index from 0 to 5. So if you have to calculate the prefix sum of this array, we can do like this, that first just the first element of the prefix sum will be same as the array. Now in the second element, what we will do, we will just add this first element of the prefix sum with the second element of the array, and we will just store the result over here. Then we will add the second element of the prefix sum with the third element of the array, and we will store the result in the third element of the prefix sum, and we will just add this third element of the prefix sum with the fourth element of the array, and we will store the result in the fourth element of the prefix sum. Like this we will just calculate the prefix sum array from a given array. Okay, now just proceed. So there are some queries. I have just written the same example over here. So there are some queries. If you want to get the sum from one index to a particular index, so we can use this prefix sum. So if you want the sum from index 1 to index 4, we can use this prefix sum. With this we can just calculate in an order of one time complexity. If we use the earlier method, that if to calculate the sum for these elements, then we have to just add each element in a loop, and then we can just get the sum of these elements. But with the prefix sum, we can just get it in one time complexity. So there are some queries over here. You can see that if L is equals to 2 and R is equals to 4, then how to get the sum of these elements? So L is equals to 2, R is equals to 4. How to get the sum of these elements? If you calculate by just adding these elements one by one, then for each query we need order of n time complexity. So if the prefix sum is provided over here, we can just get the sum in just one time complexity. So what will be the answer? So for this you can see 1 minus 3 plus 5 will be 3. So with the prefix sum we can just calculate by just getting the prefix sum of the rth index minus the prefix sum of the index L minus 1. So if you can see the prefix sum of the rth index, which is 4, you can see the prefix sum of fourth index, which is what, 9, and minus prefix sum of the 1th index, which is over here, 6. So 9 minus 6 will be 3. So we are getting the answer same. Yeah. Now just see for another query. If the L left index is 1 and the right index is 3, then what will be the answer? If you add these elements, you can see 4 plus 1 5 minus 3 2. Okay, now how to get it from the prefix sum? So we will just get the prefix sum of the rth index, which is 3, third index, and minus prefix sum of L minus 1. L is 1, so L 1 minus 1 0th index. So prefix sum of third index, which is 4, minus prefix sum of 0th index, which is 2. 4 minus 2, what will be the value? So 2. Now just see one example, one query. Now if we try to calculate the sum from 0th index to the 4th index, from here to here, and if we try to use this set of formula, then it will throw an exception, because if we try to subtract the prefix sum of 0 minus 1 index, which is minus 1 index, then what will happen? It will just throw an exception, because we cannot have any negative index in an array. So if the lth index is 0, we just assign the value of the prefix sum of the ith index, and with that we can just get the sum. Okay, if you can see, the prefix sum of 4, the index is what? 9. So the sum of these elements from here to here will be 9. You can see the by calculating also, 2 plus 4 plus 1, 7 minus 4, 3, 4 plus 5, 9. So we are just getting 9. So how to generalize this to get the sum of from a prefix array? So if L is greater than 0, then just do this operation, that prefix sum of the right index minus prefix sum of L minus 1 index. But if L is equals to 0, just take the value of the prefix sum of right index. So learners, this is it for this video. In the next video we will see how to construct an prefix sum and one pseudocode for it. So if you like this video, just hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel. We will be coming with more data structure videos, and do comment out in the comment box whatever you liked in the video, and do give a feedback if you need something to improve. This will help us in improving our teaching lecture, and hit the bell icon. Thank you.